a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have the football first. This was a fun one last year. Michigan had a big 24-3 lead at one point, but given to the Gophers, they came roaring back in the fourth quarter. Oh, so close to sipping victory from the little brown jug, and you got to think they'll be looking to finish the job this time.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they fought to the very, very end. In that game last year, that Minnesota just couldn't get anything going on offense until late in the game when they stormed back 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Michigan was able to hold on, but they better be ready, expecting Minnesota to come out of the gates firing early.
Yeah, they should be. They felt like they got back in it. They had a chance to win it, and heartbreak at the end with the field goal, but this is a fun rivalry. This was a fun physical game. Who can win the line of scrimmage? Who can run the football? That's usually a good indicator of who's going to win this football game.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown Wolverines. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Minnesota's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curve.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here Here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Leaves it with the back. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. He now has 74 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run to the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Line is set on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Underwood. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
What a huge stop by the defense, forcing the 4th down and making the 4th down and goal a little bit harder by getting a lost yardage play. Nice job bowing up by this defense.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
On the direct snap, it's McCulley. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the back. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's McCulley. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
throws and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So the quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The Wolverines looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
In the lore of the little brown jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so bad.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important. I mean, it was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you know, you get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives the hate between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little brown jug.
The Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick release on the RPO. There he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Using his feet to buy time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They got a huge boost in their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. They'll go back to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Bring in the heat. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Wolverines. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry-Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the Little Brown Jug.
How about that, man? A little tampering back then. A little, you're gonna fix the game, mess with my players, and I think all of those things. It's really cool to learn the backdrops, Jesse, of rivalries and how things are named the way they are, and why the hatred usually runs so deep.
And you know what's interesting is a lot of these players on the field right now, they probably don't have any idea of the history and how interesting that is. All they care about is adding another trophy to the trophy case, and they want the Little Brown Jug in that box.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Looking down the middle. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Leaving the punt team on the sideline, they'll go for it 4th and short from the 45. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And this offense choose to be aggressive? Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. It's a flea flicker. It's caught. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
I love coaches that have fun and take risks and drop the flea flicker, whether it's in high school, peewee football, or college football. This is a play that works. Nice job by the quarterback and the running back on their exchange, and the receiver did a great job selling the stock block before getting behind the DB. Beautiful work.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Right down the middle. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, great energy in that building and a fun first half for both Michigan and Minnesota with the little brown jug on the line. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Michigan plays out.
And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here comes the Michigan offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Try to get it to the edge. Slithers into space. Got the first down and more. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Michigan! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The give is to Taylor. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Here's the pressure. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. To the air, it's Lindsey. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Pass interference. Offense.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Punts it out of the air. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Golden Gophers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically.
Looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Minnesota! Great job by the back on the option.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
The Wolverines decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Got the quick completion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Taylor has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there. Listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Throws it back. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. If they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, That play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Swings it out to the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few 1st downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the 1st down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's the handoff. Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Quick spin on the run.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Here's a heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Oh, he's got some space. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Simpson. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that. And here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets the back moving. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Can't get him to the ground. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Underwood. Grabbed in the middle, it's McCulley. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but, man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
This trophy has been around forever.